Yo guys, what's up? Previously we talked about Heinrich Himmler's Holocaust against Jews all over Europe, but in the occupied regions of the Soviet Union, such as Ukraine, Belarusia and the Baltic nations, the SS was assisted in their Jew hunt by crooked capitalist police officials who were looking at a nice payroll for every captured Jew that could work. Young children and elderly were often shot immediately, as determined in the selection process, and that's what happened to the Bielski family as well. 4 brothers escaped with their lives but saw their parents murdered and ran into the woods of Novorudak to hide out. The 2 oldest brothers, Tuvia and Alexander Zush Bielski, gathered some weapons and supplies from a local non-Jewish contact, but a few days later also the contact was executed by the same culprit. So Tuvia visited this corrupt policeman at his home, sitting at the dinner table with his 2 sons and a wife. Tuvia spared the wife but executed the rest of them. But he changed his mentality to taking what was needed without taking a life. More and more Jews had found their way into the woods and joined the Bielski community, but a German patrol team forced them to go deeper into the woods. When going deeper into the woods, the Jews bumped into a group of Soviet partisans who offered a free passage, but in exchange the Jews relied only on themselves during their entire stay in the Novorudak forest. A new community center was formed with wooden shelters and cabins, and hunting provided food. But Zush and Tuvia ran into a dispute that ran so high that it caused a fracture in the community. Zush left the community and joined the Soviet partisan group, where he earned a lot of respect from his commander for his brutal way of raiding German patrol troops and collaborators. However, traitors and deserters were always executed in Soviet ranks, so Zush was not allowed to leave their group anymore. Tuvia learned that the hard way during the winter of 1941-1942. A famine, a spreading disease, and a very cold outdoor environment caused even Tuvia to almost die. In the middle of it all, he was also forced to settle another dispute about power and leadership within the group by executing one of the community members who was causing social unrest and another fracture. Zush could not give medicines from his Soviet comrades to the Jews, so he was forced to raid a local police station for medicines. Thanks to Zush, Tuvia and the rest of the community survived. But a few weeks later, a German air recon crew spotted the Jewish forest village, and again they were forced to run. Ending up at a massive swamp was their fate, and once across, they ran into another German ambush with a tank and mobile artillery. Tuvia was able to knock out an artillery crew sitting in the bushes and cleaned out all the infantry surrounding the tank, but once his position was compromised, he was at the mercy of the tank. But Zush popped up just in time with a few of his Jewish comrades and took out the tank to save his brother again. After that, the rest of the community lived in the forest of Nalipochka for a few more months, ending up with hundreds of survivors. After the war was over, Zush and Tuvia emigrated to the United States, where they started a business together and saw a 30-year partnership. During the entire Holocaust, the Bielski Partisans were the only Jewish group living as a free community that can be seen as a resistance army. Everyone learned how to shoot, also the women. By the end of the war, the community had several hundreds of forest citizens. See you on the next one, guys. Peace.